Good evening, Spurs fans. If y'all don't know who I am, my name is Hanu. I'm a writer and musician. Originally, I made this YouTube page for that, but I wanted a space where I can talk Spurs. So why not do some videos talking Spurs? Big news dropped yesterday. We traded DJ for 3 first-round picks in Gallinari. Looking around, I seen a lot of people saying I don't really like that trade. Some people was unsure. Some people was like, hey, it's not too bad. I'm in a group where necessarily I think it's not too bad. I think it's a solid trade. If we just look at our current situation, it makes a lot of sense. DJ is a fantastic player, improved every year, made his first All-Star game. So he's a great player. But if we being realistic here, he's like a third option on a championship team. So even if we were to, which we're not, even if we were to pick up a top tier superstar free agent, right? Which we wouldn't this off season. It will only push us in the conversation. Is that going to make us literal contenders for it? Like, it increases our chance. We in the conversation. We'll probably guarantee make the playoffs, but does it put us in that conversation like these are the teams to beat? Probably not. So if we're going to do this rebuilding thing, and you hearing the rumors, we don't know if it's true or not about the contract situation. You have to put that into consideration. And so if we're going to do this complete rebuild thing, we're going to need to stock up on some picks to build our future around. And we still got some guys that's capable of improving. We still got Big Body Johnson, who made a great improvement. He's been improving ever since he came into the league. We still have Lonnie Walker, the fourth, who I think needs to be a little bit more consistent and focused on defense, and also consistent on offense. But he got the potential to be a solid scorer. He really does. It adds more excitement to this year because we definitely going to see Primo more. We're definitely going to see Josh Primo a lot more this year. So that's something to be excited about. Devin Vassell, he's a potential two-way player. He can continue to develop, and he could be something special as well. So we have quality players there. And if we're going to do this rebuilding process, we might as well get as many picks we need, because to be honest, DJ wasn't the player to lead us to no championship. And if we wasn't going to bring in any superstar to aid him in this quest to become in a conversation of being contenders for a championship, then yeah, it's a solid trade for me. And I understand that people had their opinions. I can see their point why they think it's a bad trade, because DJ was improving. He was a terror on defense, with the steals, the long arms. He was a solid player on defense, so I can understand that. But from a rebuilding, my position is we rebuilding. And if we ain't going to bring players in or try to get players in, then we might as well just start preparing for to stock up on some picks so we can have this rebuild. Now, I was going to wait to talk about who we selected. Really wasn't going to do too much in the second round. I was going to focus on the 3 first-round picks. With DJ not being in the lineup, it kind of changes how I feel about the draft just slightly a bit, because I ain't really see those I ain't really see them getting a lot of time, but some of them could be breaking in, because with DJ out the picture, I'm not, you might see a lot of them. Definitely not Blake Wesley, definitely I don't know how to say his name, Maliki Branham. I think we might see him a lot more, because with DJ out the picture, you don't know, is Walker going to be a starter now? With I can't see Popovich going with Primo as the one. So man, that would be a shocker, but also exciting. So we don't know how he's going to do his lineup, but it definitely shifts the guard position, and you might see Malachi Branham get some minutes. Probably not a lot of minutes. I still think he's going to spend some time in in Austin. But you might see a lot of him this year. It depends on what we do in free agency, though. It really depends on what we do in free agency. So I might get back to you on that. But, you know, what I thought we needed to improve on this season, we needed to improve on a lot of things. You look at the team offensive stats. We was 26 in 3-point percentage, you know, with 29.9%. We in the era of the 3-ball. Everybody know we in the era of the 3-ball, and we can't put the ball in the basket from beyond the arc. You a step beyond the other teams, so that's very important. We need to definitely improve that. We did try to bring shooters in with Doug McDermott last year and these other guys, but that we got to do better from beyond the arc. We got to be more consistent. We got to make our shots. We were 17th in points off turnovers. That's like in the middle, sort of like in the middle of the pack. I like us to be a little bit more, aggressive on defense, trying to get turnovers and score off of them. The more we do that, it makes, the chances of winning higher, obviously. We 25th in 2-point field goals made unassisted with 44.9%. That shows that even though me personally, I don't like this stat. For me is nothing. It just shows that we probably got hardly any consistent creators, like offensive players that can create their own shot. That's basically what it is. But I don't like that. I like team basketball. I like passing the ball movement and stuff like that. But obviously you're gonna have times where you're gonna need to get off on your own, and we definitely need to. With that said, we definitely need to improve 2-point field goals made unassisted. So we definitely gonna Lonnie Walker definitely gonna have to be more aggressive and and creating his own shots when it's needed. And also Vassell, who's probably obviously gonna see a lot of minutes. These guys gonna have to start being able to create their own shot and actually make it more consistently for we can improve forward. We 29th in field goals with field goals attempted, 3-point field goals attempted. 34.5. I'm not. See, again, we live in the time of the 3, and I'm looking at it like 34.5 is a lot of 3-point buckets. But 29th in the league. That's almost dead last, and we in the age of the 3-ball. So I'm not really concerned about the attempted shots. I'm a type of guy that likes basketball. What you go with the game dictates, right? You got the open 3, you take the open 3. I'm not everybody, kind of into this, just jack up threes. If it's a good shot, as long as it's a good shot, I'm okay. My main concern is the percentage of the 3-pointers. If you want to shoot it, we got to shoot it at a higher. We have to shoot it at a higher percentage. We got to be more consistent. Now the team defense per 48, defense wins championships, and it still does. It's a big part of winning, and we sit our defensive rating per 48 minutes is middle of the pack with 16th. Our defensive rating is 111.7, so it's middle of the pack. But if you want to be in that conversation, we need to crack that top 10. I'm not expecting a huge jump because obviously we lost DJ. We got a group of young guys, but I would like to see an improvement from 17th. Maybe hopefully we can get that around down to like 15th, 15th, maybe 14th, 13th. Just seeing that improvement, that we're going in the right direction on defense. We was okay in defensive rebounds. We was 12th, but I want to see improvement on that. I want us to be at least in the top 10. We got the size to do it. With Jakob and all of them. So we got the size to be at least in the top 10 rebound. We shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be 12th. We should at least be 10th. And the proof of that is we 24th in defensive rebound percentage. So even though we 12th in defensive rebounds with 34.1 a game, we 24th in defensive rebound percentage at 71.1. So that kind of shows you where we at in that. And we 28th, and also this is obviously you ain't getting the rebounds. The other team is getting second chance points, and we 28th. We was 28th in the league in opponent second chance points with 14.8. That means we ain't cleaning up. We ain't cleaning up. That means we just doing a solid job on defense, and we not cleaning up. We gotta clean up the glass. You know, be almost dead last in that shows that, you know, we not really a machine on defense like we once were. And opponents' points in the paint, we 26 in opponents' points in the paint. Again, that's probably coming from trying to chase people off the three-point line, and they doing more drives, you know, stuff like that. So again, we need to be more solid on defense, and I think that's where the 9th pick in the draft comes in at. He looks like a solid player. They say he can guard from the 1 to the 4. That means he can do a lot of switching on the pick and roll. You know, high energy guy. If he can just get a solid 3-point shot, like a nice little solid jump shot, he's definitely gonna be something that we can use, something to look forward to, something to be excited about this season. But you might see him in Austin a lot. I mean, I don't mind watching the Austin Spurs. Definitely, we got our picks there to, you know, see how well they're doing there. So he'll spend some time in Austin because we got Collins, we got Jakob, and I forget his name. The guy from Australia. He came on pretty good mid to late season. I like what we see. He got a lot of size. He can stretch the floor. So we got a lot of size. Not to mention we got Big Body Johnson. So he might spend some time in Austin develop, but it's still he's still something to be excited about. And if you watch Austin, you can definitely check him out for sure. Now Malachi Branham, you know, they say he's a solid shot creator. That definitely we can use definitely a shot creator, because like I said, we was not really good in our 2-point field goals unassisted. So he probably can help us out with that. He got a really good 3-point percentage that will help. He will definitely, long story short, he will help with the shooting. Definitely, if he develop, he definitely will help with the shooting. So I'm actually excited about seeing Malachi Branham perform. And who else? The last pick, Blake Wesley. I'm not really sure. I can see him. I see him as a 3D guy. But you know, the good thing about the draft, you know, there's no right or wrong answer to these guys, because it's been players who develop into, you know, be bigger than what people expected. You look at Jimmy Walker, you look at Draymond Green, you know, the players we picked, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. You know, nobody really expect them to become great as they are. So it's pretty much a guessing game. So, but from what I see from Blake Wesley, and looking at his scouting report, he could be like a 3D guy, a good 3D guy. He's lengthy. I think he's he's really solid on defense, or had the willingness to play defense anyway. They say he's a good pick and roll player. You know, very solid rotational player is what I see from him. But again, like, I can say what I think, I can say my opinions. We all can say our opinions, but these guys can develop to something spectacular. When Kawhi Leonard was drafted, when we did that trade and acquired Kawhi Leonard, I didn't see Kawhi Leonard being that, you know, and I'm pretty sure everybody probably had the same feeling as well. Like, nobody's seen that coming, you know. And he developed something. His coming out party was that finals against the Miami Heat. I mean, he showed out, and he became an awesome, great player, superstar player. So this is my first video of talking about Spurs. I'm gonna do a lot more. get better at doing this because, again, I'm a shy person, but I like talking about Spurs. I like giving my opinions on anything Spurs, and it's better than just, you know, talking to the local folks because I'm from Philly, so it's not a lot of Spurs fans up here. So, you know, I get a lot of flack for that, you know, people saying, what's going on with the Spurs, you know, because we not, you know, people laugh when we down, but I said we be back. I tell them we be back. We're going to get this thing right. We're going to rebuild, and we'll be back in the conversation again. You know, so yeah, that'll be it for the day. I hope y'all have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. Be peaceful. And take it easy.